God bless you from Hill to City. I'm Pastor Margie Gonzalez. I want to bring you another Take 5 segment. Today I want to read out of Psalm 11, verse 3, through the first part of verse 4. It says, "The foundations of law and order have collapsed. What can the righteous do? But the Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord still rules from heaven." And I'm going to stop there. This is an interesting combination of verses because they start out with this chaotic scene, and then we're quickly reminded that God is still on the throne. And today, that's what I want to remind you of, that no matter what is going on in your life, God is still on the throne. He still rules from heaven. Verse 3 starts out, it says, "The foundations of law and order have collapsed." The picture here is bleak at best, and things appear to be falling apart. Things seem to be a little bit out of order and even chaotic, and oftentimes those are the scenes we face in our day-to-day lives. Again, it says the foundations of law and order have collapsed. Well, a foundation is something that we've relied upon. A foundation is something that has traditionally been stayed in our lives. It's been constant. But this says the foundations of law and order have collapsed. In other words, the things that you've trusted in the past, or the things that have remained the same, have now fallen apart. And the writer here probably feels as though someone pulled the rug out from under them. And we've all experienced these types of situations in our lives. Sometimes they shake us to our core. We don't know who or what to rely on because it feels like everything familiar is falling apart. But then the last part of this verse asks a powerful question. What can the righteous do? And it doesn't get more real than to ask that question. What can the righteous do? What can I do when it feels like my world is falling apart? See, when we're in those kinds of situations, that's exactly what we start asking. What can I do? Our instinct is to try to figure out how to get control of the situation. We immediately want to put things back the way we think they should be, or the way they used to be. But situations like this aren't that simple. And when chaos surrounds us, there's actually very little we can do to restore normalcy. But Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world." So when the question is, what can the righteous do? The answer is, be still and know that he is God. When you don't know what to do in the chaotic seasons of your life, simply be still and remember that God is still God. Be still. And here's why, because verse 4 of the verses we started out with says, the Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord still rules from heaven. And when you're facing chaos, just be still, because the Lord is still in his holy temple. God is still on the throne. Everything else in your life may fall apart. Finances, relationships, careers, plans, etc. All sorts of things. But God is still on the throne. And that never changes. God never changes. He never stops being God. Everything else can be pulled out from under you, but God will still be on the throne. The foundation of everything you've known could collapse tomorrow, but God will still be on the throne. Heaven and earth will pass away, but God will still be on the throne. God will still be God. And so today I challenge you to be still as you face the challenges of life and remind yourself that no matter what's going on around you, God is still on the throne. God bless you. El Señor sigue en su santo templo. Él sigue gobernando desde el cielo. Cuando te enfrentes a